Good day, this is William Garvey, Editor-in-Chief of Business and Commercial Aviation magazine. Today we're speaking with Mason Holland, the man who put the once bankrupt Eclipse very light jet back into production. Recently, his Eclipse Aerospace joined with Kestrel Aircraft to form a new company called One Aviation, which Holland now oversees as board chairman. Can you explain the corporate setup of these, if you will, three entities? One Aviation, Eclipse Aviation, Kestrel. How does it work?
Well, One Aviation is the entity, so it is the controlling entity over Kestrel and over Eclipse. You just think of it as a standpoint of one company with subsidiaries, so nothing different than you'd find in any of the other aviation outfits that are out there as well, too. You have subsidiaries for different lines and different products and different functions.
And we're talking about two airplanes right now, the 550 and the Kestrel. The Kestrel doesn't exist yet. What kind of time frame are you looking for the Kestrel? And will there be any changes or new airplanes coming out of the Eclipse line?
Well, I think definitely with the Eclipse 550, it's under production. We're building the aircraft, selling them. People are buying them, and people enjoy flying them. So that's great. We're going to continue to do more of the same there. Can we see the Eclipse taking a different shape, maybe a little larger? Yes. Smaller? No. We would only be going bigger. Can we see us acquiring some other type of product that's out on the market that might be complementary to the Eclipse, putting it under the One Aviation brand? Yeah, that's a possibility. From the Kestrel standpoint, it is a development project now. We're committed to the Kestrel project, and I think it's probably in that 3-year time horizon, plus a year maybe, but probably not minus a year.
I know that you put forward proposals to the U.S. Air Force relative to the Eclipse. Is there any movement? Is that a possibility? Is it really being considered?
Yes, it's being considered. I think it's being actively considered. We've had numerous meetings. We're talking with the Air Force on a weekly basis. Over the course of the last 24 months, they've put out a couple of RFQs asking for additional information, RFIs I think they call them, and we've seen some RFPs go out as well. There's at least 6 different Air Force programs that the Eclipse fits into that can meet the missions. We're very interested, and I think that over the course of the next year or two, you're going to see the Eclipse in some type of a military training environment.
My understanding is that you and Alan have actually known each other for a while. This partnership hit some as a surprise. It's no surprise to you, is it?
No. As a matter of fact, I remember when I acquired the assets of Old Eclipse back in September of 2009, and we were there talking. I mean, I run several different businesses, so I wasn't going to be the CEO on Eclipse for a real long period of time. I think I was needed at the right time to do what I did. But at that time, I said, we need to be looking for the next guy, and we need somebody like an Alan Klapmeyer, and that's who we ought to start talking to. That was 5 years ago. But over the course of the last 12, 18 months, Alan and I have been talking more and more. We're friends. The aviation community is small. I have the utmost respect for him and what he did with the design of the Cirrus aircraft, putting 6,000 of those units out there in the world for people to fly. I mean, Alan is a, Hall of Famer in aviation. I mean, he is the guy that should be running this day to day, and I'm just ecstatic that we're partners going forward on this.
Part of his signature, of course, was the parachute on the airplane. Is the Kestrel going to have a chute, and could the Eclipse have a chute?
Well, yeah, I mean, the parachute is great on a Cirrus aircraft for a propeller aircraft. Do we need one on the Eclipse? Probably not. I mean, we've got 2 engines, so the 2 engines, I'll take a second engine over a parachute any day, and I'll take a jet engine over a propeller any day. On the Kestrel, we'll see how it fits. I think that's something that's something Alan is very committed to, and it's felt like it's been a great safety feature, and it has been. I believe it's saved over 100 lives now. I think it's something that we will consider for the Kestrel during that development phase.
We've been speaking with Mason Holland, the chairman of One Aviation. This is William Garvey, Editor-in-Chief of Business and Commercial Aviation magazine. Thanks for listening in.